Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm Sarah. This is No BS Beauty. Really quick, if you want to help support the channel, like, subscribe, sign up for my newsletter. And today I'm going to talk more beauty news, tariff news, all that good stuff. So today I got an email from Niche Beauty Lab. Said we want to let you know that our official website is currently unavailable for customers in the United States. We're making important changes to streamline our logistics and open a dedicated warehouse in the country. This will allow us to ship your favorite products faster and without the high customs fees. In the meantime, you can still find your favorite Niche Beauty Lab products on Amazon. We apologize. And going back to September 18th, actually September 9th, I had ordered their new face serum. I think it's called the Fair Mid Even In. It's a brightening face serum, and so I ordered it. 10 days later, I got a notice from UPS, hey, you owe $220, and the serum was about $30 or so. And I'm still convinced of this, because from what I understand, Spain, EU should have a zero tariff on skincare, cosmetic powders, weather compressed, and skincare's usually 0% tariff. So I got this notice. So I'm still convinced that somehow there was a typo. I have a feeling it was a $30 serum. I have a feeling, I know in other countries that use other currencies, instead of like we have, like if it's $30, it'd be 30.00, $30.00 cents. I have a feeling somehow UPS calculated this at $3,000 or something like that, or $300. I have a feeling there was an error there. And that's why I end up with a $220 tariff, because as far as I understand, it shouldn't have much of a tariff, if anything. At the most, it would be like a reciprocal tariff as far as I understand. And I think Spain on skincare has like 10-20% tariff. So I'm still convinced that this was a mistake on UPS part. There actually is now a class action lawsuit that they're facing, or people are starting it. If you search on it every day on UPS, there's just crazy things going on. So I sent a link in the newsletter all about it. So anyway, so I wrote back. I had emailed Niche Beauty Labs a couple times. You know, what should I do? It was an order with the total of this. It was shipped through UPS. And eventually they said, you know, we canceled your order. We refunded it. And I just wrote them back. Thank you so much for your help. I appreciate it. It's a bummer because I love your brand so much. Hopefully there's a resolution. Otherwise, I'm going to have to come to Spain to stack up on all your products. Cannot imagine what you're going through right now. I'm sure it's pretty stressful dealing with loyal customers who want to support your brand. Thanks so much for all your help. So that's interesting to see all this play out in daily kind of messes with the tariffs. I will say, Yes Style. So I've ordered a couple more things from Yes Style. No issues, no tariffs. Don't get it. And there was somebody that was charged a tariff from Yes Style, and apparently they found out through Yes Style, if you get hit with a tariff, they will credit your account through Yes Style. So I ordered something from Style Korean a couple weeks ago, and that came with no tariff. So I don't know if there's some strategy there or whatever. I still think this tariff was a mistake. I still have that feeling that there was a typo or something. So anyway, so that's kind of interesting. So otherwise, in other kind of beauty news, so I'm excited they're on Amazon. I guess I'm confused as to how, so say this is correct and their tariff is $220 on $30 worth of product. How is shipping it here going to make any difference? I don't know. If you understand it, let me know. But to me, they're going to ship the same product to warehouse here, and then I order it from here. How would that... There's got to be a mistake somewhere. So anyway, that class action, I think we'll probably find out in 10 years down the road. So anyway, okay. On to other news. So this is interesting. I almost can't make this up, and I also talked about this in the newsletter. So this Australian Sunscreen Scandal appears to be centering around a testing lab called PCR, Princeton Research, or Princeton Center Research, which is a lab that is linked to all these sunscreens testing that have very wide, irregular test results. A lot of sunscreens came back with the exact same sunscreen level, which under normal conditions, as far as I understand it, would not really ever happen. And it's interesting that these people that run this lab, if you're into reality TV at all, which it's a guilty pleasure of mine, guilty as charged. I like trash TV sometimes, but the people that run this lab were actually guests, TV guests on the TV show Below Deck, which if you've seen it before, it centers around people that work on yachts and then the crazy people that rent the yachts, and typically wealthy people, a lot of sometimes people that are very nasty and rude. Not all the time. There's a lot of nice people that rent as well on these yachts, but this person that runs this lab was on Below Deck, and he wasn't very nice to people. He was very rude, and there were some weird situations going on. He was getting married to his daughter's boyfriend, I think, or dating his daughter's boyfriend or something. It was weird. Anyway, and he wasn't very nice to the crew and things like that. But it sounds like a lot of these test results are surrounding this lab now. And 2 brands, American brands, have been thrown in as well. Supergoop and Krave Beauty. So I almost think Krave Beauty, out of 2 major sunscreen scandals in the last 5 years, how do you get wrapped up in both of them? How is that possible? You almost have to try to do that, don't you? Or you have to know you're skirting some rule or something. I don't know. But it's a little weird. I don't know what the odds on that are. You let me know what you think. But anyway, so these 2 sun brands, Supergoop and Krave Beauty, have used this Princeton research lab for testing their sunscreens before bringing them to market. So I have a feeling a lot of other brands worldwide are gonna be brought out, and it's probably through no fault of their own. They're not accused of any wrongdoing, Supergoop or Krave Beauty. I have a feeling there's probably not a ton of labs that do testing for sunscreen. So I have a feeling that there will be a lot more brands that we hear about in the coming weeks and months that maybe have used this lab for their sunscreen labeling and their ratings. So that is interesting. So if you're using Supergoop or Krave, just FYI, generally I don't like a lot of American sunscreens, so it's not an issue to me. Supergoop is a pretty popular brand, but I never thought any of their products were revolutionary, not through actually Supergoop's fault, but more through the US chemical filters are just kind of sad, and I haven't been overly impressed with any of their mineral sunscreens either. In general, I find most chemical sunscreens are just more elegant and easy to apply and generally more efficient and effective than most mineral ones. So yeah, so that's kind of an interesting note. Other news, I also mentioned this in the newsletter, La Roche-Posay has released an updated version of their UV Immune sunscreen. So it's called the UV Immune 400AK, which is intended to prevent actinic keratosis, which is a precancerous skin condition. So this new sunscreen that was released in Brazil and now just a few days ago started in Europe will have an estimated SPF of 99. It will still be labeled as SPF 50 because they chose to not market it as a medical device. So it's just going to be labeled SPF 50, but the rumored SPF is going to be 99 with a PPD or UVA protection of 36, which is pretty good. That's PPD, persistent pigmentation darkening. So SPF is the UVB ray protection, and PPD is the kind of the UVA protection, and 36 is pretty high up there. So that's exciting to hear. And then last but not least, so I did finally check out Skin Medica's site because there was some rumor about them repackaging the TNS serum, and it is true that they're repackaging it. Sadly, I initially thought they were going to get rid of the dual chamber system. It appears as though they're not going to get rid of the dual chamber system, but they're going to upgrade it so it's more functional. I don't exactly know what that means. But yeah, this is kind of a big bulky container, and I hate the fake metal because that starts to chip off. So they're going to update it. Hopefully get rid of the fake metal too, but apparently it's supposed to be better. The dual chambers can be really annoying. I've read though, if you store it upside down, that helps it dispense better. I don't know. I guess I'll start doing that, but there's little holes. If you have an issue, you can use a paper clip and jam it in there. So yeah, that's always fun. But Anyway, so those are kind of some updates on some interesting topics. Curious, anything been going on you guys have noticed out there with tariffs? Or I'm excited that some of the Niche Beauty Labs products are at Amazon. I couldn't find the one I wanted to buy there yet, but hopefully they'll get this resolved before Black Friday and the holidays come around, because I know that's probably a big sale day. So anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys more tomorrow. Okay, bye guys.